looks a little strange with the purple, but I thought it might be fitting. The other option was orange, but I don't think it's got quite the right vibe. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if I take the lamp. Just. Oh, that was. Like. So. I mean, then I'm a little orange, but everything else still kind of looks normal. I think the purple is fine. The purple is fine. That's a nice shade of purple. Oh no, that's pink. And now I'm more normal colored. No. No. No, 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 no. We need... purple hands. Yes. Okay. So, oops. The magical object with which to defeat the witch, also known as me. Greetings, Kurerea. Greetings. How are we? How are we? So the harp has been found. Well, drawn, to be precise. I am pretty good. I'm excited. Yes, it's the final stream, the last stream of Inktober. And I know technically tomorrow is a Wednesday, and technically I should be streaming then, but I need a break, okay? I really, really need a break. I've been doing so much crafting and so much drawing this month. I need a break. But what I also need is to figure out how this is going to be drawn. Whew. The triumph. We can have the harp lulling the witch to sleep, and the others here, I don't know, celebrating with something special. Cake, maybe? My hands are looking very weird. It looks so strange. No, not a gambling victory. Come on. Kurerea, I thought we were over this. Yes. So pink. I hope it doesn't hurt your eyes. It doesn't hurt mine. It just looks a little strange. And here I've got purple hands as well. Woo. I was also considering orange, but I think purple is best color for the spooky vibes. Cyberpunkish purplish stream. Yes. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus. English is a difficult language. Well, I mean, we are still early, but so we have the harp kind of playing here. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to put this. I don't know. Should they get a prize for completing this? Do I get a prize for completing this? I want a prize. Mm. So we have a witch sleeping here. Ah, that would be sweet and nice and cool. I'm hoping nobody comes for trick and treating tonight because Maltesers. I want all the Maltesers. If a quest isn't too detailed and difficult, oof. I wouldn't even know what I would want as a prize for Inktober. Oh, I'm going to need a wintry profile picture after this. This scary one isn't going to hold up until after Halloween. I just realized that. Ah. Whew. But Winterween. Oh, the Christmas cactus got a really big flower. Hang on. Ooh. Let's just mute the chats. Yes, I know. Stream cord. Wrong one. Oh my goodness, I took a few pictures today. The Glen was really pretty. Look at these leaves. I love him. Here, that's the flower of our Christmas cactus. The Christmas cactus. It's really, really cool and huge. Well, it's actually two. So like this is one, and then the other one is there. I took one from another angle. There. They're really gorgeous flowers. We're going to have a lot of them because like all of our Christmas cacti have decided anonymously that it is Christmas and therefore they should all be blooming right now. That's what they have all decided. Right, but I think we'll have the witch sleeping here and then the others over here, or rather the witch here, and then we move on to the others celebrating on this side with something. And here I thought I got a proper sleep. The fact that they moved the clocks is really messing with me. And then all this work. We had a very fun time at the village today, though. I came across a book that I would like to buy, and I'm thinking of buying the one book that I found next week, and then because it also has a volume 1, but we didn't have it in the shop, and I'm not sure if they'll have it next week in the shop. I was considering to get the first volume for Christmas. Yes, the more books the merrier. I mean, I know that technically our rule is don't buy too many more books because we would not want to carry those around and stuff. And we also don't really have a lot of space for all these books. But they're Irish myths and I'm really interested in those and I really want to have it. So I will get it. Need to build a library next to the house. I mean, it's technically enough space, but actually the land doesn't belong to us and neither does the land next to us. So need to move into a house. Yes, we are very purple today. Very purple. Purple all the way. Look at the neon hands. I need to conquer land. Yes. What a greeting, Kurerea. Oh, 10,783. How much do I have? Bruh. I don't have the most points anymore. Kurerea wins! Okay, anyways, I was thinking the Harp lulled the witch to sleep and she's sleeping in this area. And then we move on, we have maybe some sort of fish and wildlife. Maybe we'll have some of the characters like this guy, this harp seal. We could have some of the manatees. We could have the cat. Actually, no, we're going to have the cat by the witch, next to the witch. And we'll also have, we'll have the immortal jellyfish, the eels, should this guy make a return? Nah. He was just an unimportant character. The sea bunny. I'm going to have to remember to use all of them. Let me make notes. Hang on. I need to make a note of who. So we need the witch, we need the mermaid, we need manatees. Bruh, what was that? We need harp seal. We've got the bunny, the bunny maid, I guess. We've got obviously Chanterelle. Should her dad make? Nah, her dad isn't there, is he? True man and immortal jellyfish needs to be there, and we need the eels. Oh my goodness, that's a list. No, I don't think we did. I mean, it was an idea, but in the end it never got there. More content for the book then. They got distracted on the way. That's my excuse. Everyone got distracted on the way. So many side quests. Yeah, we had the jellyfish party. We had 2 parties in this story. We had the jellyfish party. And then we had the masquerade ball. We were really into partying this month. Main quest, be independent and make your own money. Side quest, attend an immortal jellyfish's birthday party. Side quest 2, save animals. Quest 2, save the world. Sorry, I read party animals and mixed that in there. Ooh, okay, so I am going to try and warm up. Oh yeah, I am wearing blue jumper, which you can't really tell because the purple light is making it, actually it's making it a very nice dark blue. It's not as dark as this in reality, but it's looking like a very nice dark blue on my webcam, and I like that. I mean, animals are part of the world. Exactly. Constant losses have saved. Quest 4, save the people from gambling. Yeah! Wait, what was quest 3? Anyways, so we should get drawing. Smurf status, maybe another time. I was just very busy this month. Quest 3, learn to count. What do you mean learn to count? Why should they be learning to count? Or are you telling me I should be learning to count? If so, that is very insulting. So we will have the witch here sleeping. Maybe she just needed a very good rest. Like, when she doesn't get her sleep, she gets very grumpy. And the witch just needed to sleep. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her. I think I'll just place it here. It's funny because now the ink looks orange, kind of. The colours are looking very different in this light, but I like it. I'm not going to draw details on this harp. I would just allude to it that it is the same harp as what had been drawn before. The harp has already served its purpose. Yeah, just draw some music notes here to show that the harp lulled her to sleep because she really needed some rest. What we do need is the sea cucumbers that are there, that are very prominent parts of it, and also the openers. I'm going to look at the harp picture of a harp that I took yesterday for reference for this. Actually, now let's just draw random shapes for this because it's not going to be accurate anyway. Ooh, nice. You guys get a lot of points, eh? I really need to catch up with you guys. Eventually. Eventually I'll do it. I need a cat. Thank you. Oh goodness, you guys. You guys, don't give me points. Keep your points. You don't need to give me any. Oof, 8,694. Interesting. Good to know. Let's find some cats. We've already got a manatee picture here. I think we can just draw that in a moment. No, I'm not going to give myself any points. I'm going to passively earn them. Why does this look like a Pikachu? It looks a little like a Pikachu. Like just a little, but... Anyway, I wanted to look for a cat. Wow, some floofy kitties. No. What? I think if you take like this portion, it would make a funny pose for the cat. But I'm going to just save that to animal buddies. Cat walking? Not walling. Walking. Maybe it was trying to catch something. Who knows? Actually, I think jumping would fit better for the pose with the paws. Fair. Inktober, saved. What is this? What? There's a lot of funny cat poses here. Oh my goodness. Very graceful. Said I wasn't going to do it again, but that's tempting. You win! Hey! Well done. Right, I'm gonna save that. So let's see. Let's go to the Inktober. Okay, I've got a few things here now. So let's do this. Oh right, the harp has some spikies still in it. Hang on, how many spikies do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Ooh. Oops. The bot is just 8-ball. Do you like playing with feelings? Not sure. Oh, that is mean. That is super mean. I need the witch. There we go. Oh, I didn't show the. It's. Oh goodness, I can't actually tell what color it is. Green. Good to know. Oh. Oh, you guys are having fun, I see. Okay. Manatee now. Oh, got some ink there. Oh well. Maybe they will have a cake. Who knows? Oh, that's mean. So I guess I'm not putting in a cake then. Gee. Why do that to me? Why do that to me? Is it because I already had so much cake yesterday? Okay. It changed its mind. To be fair, it doesn't actually know what we're asking it, so you know. Is it really fair to be asking it anything? They're probably all still wearing their party outfits, aren't they? Where's the... Did I not save the immortal jellyfish picture? Hang on, I need the immortal jellyfish picture, please. That was minstrel. That was when she was packing. Got sharks, mushrooms, jellyfish, 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 jellyfish. There, ha, found it. I won't recommend it. Aww. Oh, it's off center. No. Oh well. Is Kuria secretly a CIA agent? The answer is within yourself. Abian, would you like to tell us something? Okay, I need a pose for our three main characters. Because, okay, we need 3 people celebrating. I am Mr. CIA himself. This is really cool. But also this. That's very funny. But I really like this pose. It's kind of eerie. Okay, okay, how about 3 people high five? We can have 2 people high fiving or just very, very many. I like that pose. That pose could be useful. Okay. Group high five. I mean, just the hands is not going to be very helpful, I guess, but I guess that's the best I'm going to get for references. Gotta draw hands. No! My nemesis. It's okay. Today I'm feeling confident, I guess. But not too confident. Let's not get too confident. Could just still go wrong. This is gonna be Chanterelle with her mushroom hat. We're going to ignore the fact that I have completely messed that up, but face fair. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to. Ooh, the angle is a bit weird, like. But I guess because he's farther away, or he would be. Truman would be just slightly below him. I don't think it would be looking at it so strange. Arm number 2. Okay, actually, I think we're going to have them two high-fiving and then Truman just kind of cheering in the background behind them with arms up and stuff. You know, I think that will be fine. Another duel? Are you sure? Hold on, he's actually wearing the thing, isn't he? Let's have his cape be extravagant and big. I feel like I've made him a little thicker than he should be. Oh well. And then we will need the bunny made. It's a bit odd because it seems almost like duels with points don't really work that way. So, okay, I need the bunny maid, I think is still missing. Hang on, let's check the list. We've got the witch, we've got the mermaid, we've got the manatee, we've got a harp seal, bunny maid is missing, Chanterelle is there, Truman is there, Electrophoria is there, Immortal Jellyfish is there, and we need the eels. So we need bunny, bunny mermaid. Oh my goodness, they're so cute! Oh no! That's not a bunny. Looks more like a cat. But oh my goodness, they're adorable. Anyway, let's find a bunny. Hopping. We've got space up here, and then the eels could be like down here. Actually, we have the eels here, and then the bunny maid just kind of poking up there. That would be too full. We'll put the bunny maid here. I think that's good. This is a great photograph. maybe we will have it... No, we'll have it... But I want it to be near Chanterelle, so we'll have it right here. Tiny little bunny. Maybe it's like playing something. Playing with something. Maybe, yes, maybe it's playing with something. Right, the tail tip is... Ooh. Literally a ball of fluff. Fluff, 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 fluff. Okay, we got the bunny in bear. Actually, it needs to be second ear. Haha. Perhaps it's chasing one of the eels. It's very chaotic. I meant to write eel. Merry party. And the witch is sleeping through it. I love that. What do the other eels look like? Got one that's purple. Got the green one. And the black one. Well, that's fine. I know it's very nice. Okay, I think sketch-wise we're done 50 minutes in. And it's getting very dark for me, but I think you guys can still see everything as clearly as possible, and the darker it gets, the more purple it gets. You know. Around here, eh? Okay. We require... black ink, because I want to start with the witch. This is the point where we bring things together. Although it is looking a little different because of the lighting, but who cares? What was my tail colour? I think it was blue, wasn't it? To allude to... Yes, it's blue and black. Actually, I think I'm going to pull up the picture of it on my phone because otherwise I'm going to get confused. And I don't like being confused. Need to scroll back. That's a sun clock. There we go. I'm gonna outline this in blue. And the dots are blue as well, at least from what I could tell. Yeah. Them dots are blue. Nose! Stop it. Oh, goodness. Thanks. Yeah. Apparently the cold room is getting to me. And again. I think I'm going to need... I'm going to see if turning on the lights is going to affect this in any way. Badly. And also, I'm going to get myself some tissues. So I'll be back in a moment. Apologies. My nose at least decided it's going to be mean to me. Hello. Ah, another bot. Let's spam that person. Thank you, auto mode. Yeah. Don't worry, we still got a lot to go. Yeah. Why do I have to have a runny nose now? Yeah, you can't see the spammers. The auto mod just immediately goes, yo, I think this viewer is doing mean things. And then it asks me if I want to let the message show or not. And so I can just spam the person without you guys having to see the spammer. I like that, actually. So far it's worked twice. I've also turned on the light, so it's like not quite as dark for you guys, or for me, mostly for me. As we're getting dark from tired from a dark light, you know. Right, let's draw some jellyfish tentacle thingies. So if I were to say I'm offering more follows, just click the link, would I get flagged? Seems not. No. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be how it works. I am offering you less followers, Abian. No, like the kind of message that it flagged was one that was offering me viewers for less than $0.5 or something. Negative. Okay, if you say so. Everyone follow Abian. I'm joking. Oh. Well, let me just move this back into the image. I just had it closer to me so I could fun. Electrophoria also has blue bits, doesn't she? Didn't she have a blue eel as well? No, she's got a black eel, okay. I think it's funny that Truman is cheering in the background while the two girls are high-fiving. Hold up, I need her masquerade outfit. Yeah. Heist! Heist! Nickmar, is there a special reason for you always choosing the number 13? Is it because it's considered an unlucky number? Or... Ah, your favorite number. I was born on a 13th of a month. See, it's all connected. Exactly. Truly is one of the numbers of all time. Yes. It must be. I remember once when we were checking out of a shop after doing some shopping, like while we were checking out, the guy at the till was like, what, 6 apples, 6 jars of pesto, and 6 donuts? No, it's a devil number. It's the number of a devil. Well, to be fair, what are we supposed to do with 6 people? So like 8 ball 13? I would say no. Oh man. 8 ball does not like 13. Are you trying to invoke Satan? No, we just happened to be 6 people. And we bought... Oh, we also bought 13 bananas that day, I think. He was like, oh my goodness, the devil's number, unlucky number. Oof. Poor guy had to tell. I'm calling an exorcist. Shoot, Abian knows where I live. Stop him. I don't need an exorcist. It's just funny how we give numbers meaning like that. Like, why? Oops. Wanna know a fun fact about the number 666? Yes, I wanna know. Well, then give us a fun fact. Avian? According to my religious history professor, the number 666 was thought to be a Hebrew code to refer to Emperor Nero, and it's thought to spell it in Hebrew Nrokesr, aka Nero Kaiser. Ooh, really? Seems a bit of a stretch, but I don't know any Hebrew, so who am I to talk? Oof. Okay, have fun walking with Juno. So Nero is Satan. Maybe Nero is just a mean guy. I mean, he did persecute the Jews. Doesn't everyone? Don't. There's so many points in history where Jews have been persecuted. We really gotta stop blaming the Jews for everything, guys. Just admit your faults. They should have waited for Vespasian or Hadrian. They were worse against the Jews by a long shot. Yeah. But just because it's a greater evil doesn't mean it's any less bad at the time for the people, you know? She has a black tail, doesn't she? And I mean, at the time, they would have not known that any worse emperor will come to be even worse to them. Oh, great. Now the blue dot is black. Oh well. We will just continue. Business as usual. The greater of the two evils is still evil. That's what people tend to forget. Yeah. And also the lesser of the two evils is still evil. Which color humanity should this be? Because like we had a few color options for them. So there's like a few colors that we could make it. Silver. Yes, let's make it silver. Or at least add silver details to it, you know? Can you imagine? We've had this glass dip pen for quite a bit over a year now. Possibly 2 years. I don't remember when exactly we started using this particular glass dip pen, but it has held out for such a long time. I'm very proud of it. Proud of myself too for not breaking it, you know. Don't jinx it. Still remember when you broke 3 per Inktober? You mean 3 in the first Inktober? No, it was way more than that, I think. No, it was 3. It was like but that was because but that was only because I was wiping it, like cleaning it off in a glass jar and not a plastic cup like I'm doing now. Like, I have learned from my mistakes and have grown since the last Inktober. Since that first Inktober, I mean. It wasn't way more than that. I think it was at around 3 or 4 at most. That it broke. That Inktober, that first Inktober. But it... Abian, don't ask the 8-ball. It doesn't know anything. Why does it look so dirty, the water? The 8 ball have spoken, so saith the almighty 8 ball. Almighty 8 ball. Ta. It ain't almighty. The days of your glass pen are numbered. No! But I like it, and I love it, and I want to keep it safe and with me for as long as it's going to hold. You're going to be just fine. They're all just saying mean things. Truman has the entirely black outfit, doesn't he? Pets for pen. Fair. Yeah. Pen needs all the love it can get, okay? It's been through a lot. It has done a lot of drawings with me. Especially within this month. It deserves the love. Okay? It deserves all the love it can get. Just be mean. Yeah. Don't be mean to my glass tip pen. What was that about drawing hands? Ah. Hold up, I'm going to draw his hair real quick. Yeah, and also have a drink. Tea is very good. Tea is very good. Oh, and my own hair is going to be brown in it as well, isn't it? Sleeping so sweetly. Anything else that's brown that needs to be filled in immediately? I don't think so. Okay. Ah! I took a shower this morning. I don't want ink on my arm. Can you explain the scene? I missed the beginning of the stream and it's very hard to tell on mobile. Okay, so we've got our villain, the witch, being lulled to sleep by the harp, while we've got some of the characters from this entire Inktober just having a fun little celebration. We've got the witch's little mermaid, we've got the manatee, we've got a harp seal, then we've got our three characters, the immortal jellyfish, we've got the bunny maid, and Electrophoria's eels. So it's very busy, as you can tell. Very busy. Busy. Camera! What are you doing? Well, thanks to the purple light, the yellow is looking darker for you guys, so you can somewhat tell what the sketch is while I'm trying to draw it all out. Wait, was the harp a source of evil in the library then? I guess. Yeah. That could be taken as a moment of sort of foreshadowing. It doesn't care who it lulls to sleep, but that is the magic of the harp. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do this, yes. I'm not entirely sure what else in this picture is gonna be blue. Oh, did I just see blue tail for the bunny? Okay, great to know. Yeah, it does require me to write down the law exactly. Like, we've drawn a couple of items, we've drawn some characters and pets as well. Very random pets. We're going to have to write down the law, how things work. But I guess you want harp? What do you look like? Again, right. There's a few blue dots on there, so I'm just going to draw a couple blue little things here. We're still in the plotting phase with this. Technically speaking, this is the end. And I really kind of love it. This reminds me, weren't you planning on publishing the first Inktober story? Enigma? Oh, me. Right, things got in the way. And I started procrastinating and... Yeah, I know you meant me. And yeah. I have occasionally tried to work on it, but it just never really clicked. And I got hung up on other things. I couldn't really make sense of it much either, so I kind of struggled a little bit with it. Yeah. But you know, maybe this one is going to make it. Who knows? NaNoWriMo. I don't think I'll do it, but I will start writing down this mermaid story. Or at least try to with you guys. This time I think it's best if I just do it with you guys. So I can't just not do it. You know what I mean? So I'll be forced to do it. Yeah, you should probably decide today, as it is the last of October and tomorrow is November, which is technically the beginning of the NaNoWriMo. But honestly, after this month, I really need a break from things. So I'm not going to start streaming again tomorrow. I'm going to take a break and come back on Friday. Yeah, Friday sounds good. Friday sounds good to me. You know what, instead of trying to scroll through photos, I should probably just go to Discord and the Inktober chat and then scroll through that to look at all the other images of Inktober. That sounds like a good idea to me. Ooh. I mean... Would you? Okay, let's go with purple first. Of all. I know I made this purple. Yeah, same. Also, I have a bunch of art stuff I want to do that I couldn't get done because of Inktober, so writing on top of that sounds not smart. Yeah, I'll take it very chill. You know, I've already done a draw every day for a month challenge now. I don't know if I'm going to be up for a write every day challenge this year. So, yeah. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to chill and try to get back into YouTube video making. The cat looks orange and red to me. Oh no, I got purple on me. I got purple ink on me. I know that Chanterelle's tail is purple. I have drawn that enough times to know what colours she's made of. Anything else that was purple? Right, one of the eels was purple, wasn't it? Let's make this guy purple here. Bunny. What color was a bunny? This mer bunny. Mer bunny, mer bunny, where are you, mer bunny? Mer bunny, mer bunny. I think it's purple-ish, but also scarlet, kinda. That definitely looks purple by that tail. I love how different the colours are looking. The truth is that it had to still be fun. I know that the story that we plotted is very fun at the very least. And I do look forward to writing it down. But it's gonna take a while. Until I can. But first I need a break. I need to take a break, from this month. I need to recharge mentally and physically. Whew. Okay. There we go. That's the only time I drew the cat. It's looking orange-ish. Co-working streams, kinda. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking of doing this year, because otherwise I'm going to just procrastinate and do other things and not write down the story, as I planned. But also alternate, obviously, with some drawing things, because I also want to paint. Still. I'm not entirely sure what was happening with the tail, though. It was kind of green with something dotted around it, maybe orange. I don't know. I can't tell. It's glittery. Maybe I made it in gold. I think gold would look very nice with this kitty, don't you agree? Oh, my feet are cold. I need some warming up. Might need an extra pair of socks. Winter is coming for sure. We would have caught a mouse also, perhaps today, if it hadn't stolen the ham, or rather the bacon, sorry. If it hadn't stolen the bacon from the trap. It's too smart for us. Or rather the bacon, it wasn't in tight enough. So it just literally stole the bacon from us again. And Mum is now thinking of having us switch over to peanut butter. Peanut butter for the traps, not cracks. Traps. Free bacon. What a deal. Yeah, But we don't want it to think it can come here for free food. That's not good. We don't want it to come in here at all, technically. Green looks so weird in the purple light. I mean, that's the point you're making. The point we're trying to make is don't come in here or you die. But I suppose a cat would bring that across way better. A cat doesn't talk. And if it lets mice escape, all it does is let it know that it can get some free food here. Oh, it's getting gloomy and rainy outside. What a start into November. Oh, I collected some leaves today. Some autumn leaves. Very pretty. And they're currently underneath a stack of books to flatten them out. Flatten them out, yes. Make them flat. And then maybe I'll draw them tomorrow, because I'll have time tomorrow. Resting and getting back into drawing and painting. Yeah, me too. Although our parents were at one point where they started to go, okay guys, this is enough now, stop it. You've got enough leaves. Come on, please. It's cold. We want to go home. I feel bad for them. Almost. But only almost. It was still fun. Glenn was looking very nice with all those autumn leaves. Exactly, never enough leaves. Enough leaves, time to leave. Leaves. But I have to see what I do with them. I've got one that's still got green around the veins, but I'm guessing that's not going to stay that way. So I would kind of like to draw it before the green goes away, you know? The chestnut tree, like the leaves from the chestnut tree, they were huge. Like really huge, very big. I didn't take any of them because they weren't weren't all connected anymore, so I don't know. I mean, I would have taken one home, but I already had like 6 leaves. Fine. 6 leaves is not a lot, but to draw and stuff and experiment with art-wise, I think 6 is good enough to start. For the start, you know. 666 would be better. We didn't collect any chestnuts because there weren't any left. Somehow they all fell down rather early this year. We still have some left. Well, we did collect some like weeks ago. There's a ton of chestnuts in our parks here, but you can't eat those. The glen has like at the start there's like one tree with edible chestnuts, and the rest of them are all inedible ones. I don't think I've ever actually had a chestnut to eat. The edible chestnut tree here was just not... They weren't properly grown, so like they were tiny and kind of shriveled and not properly done and stuff. So we couldn't take those to have... Yeah. It's a bit sad, actually, that we never got to have them. Oh well, maybe some other time we will get there eventually. Weird and warm, in fact, when autumn approaches, chestnut street vendors pop up. Nom. That sounds awesome. Ah! Sorry. They're here too, but I'm scared I won't like them, so I never buy any. Aww. I just haven't seen any. That's the thing. I mean, we were in town today and like in two of the villages. We visited two of the villages nearby and haven't seen any. I'm just kind of sad. Hang on, I wanted to... shade this guy's. Winter note, next time send chestnut flavoured tea. Chestnut flavoured tea? That's a thing? Then maybe I do want to try that. I mean, it sounds like an interesting experience at the very least. You know? They're everywhere. Oh, sounds like you're a little bit traumatized by the amount of chestnut in your area. Okay. I see. So, if you were to describe chestnut flavor in any way, what would you describe it as? I just realized Chanterelle's hair is also orange, so let's not pour it away for orange yet. I am listening to whatever the answer may be. Fairy Tale Gavra! Hello! It's like biting into a chocolate bonbon, but instead of chocolate, you taste a slightly sweeter peanut. Ah. Interesting. It really does sound yummy. It sounds delicious. That's if you eat them warm though. I haven't dared to straight up pick one from the floor and just munch on it. Me neither. Nah, that's not happening. It's been lying there, who knows what's on it? Should be at the very least washed and stuff. Probably. I just realised I didn't detail this tiny little bunny. Cucumber. Okay. I might be feeling brave enough to add... Actually, I'm going to take some darker red and then the darker green to add some extra shading to some parts. Oh my goodness. Open up. Ah! Woo! Okay. We got it open. Whee! It is about time that this be used up, this dark red. Honestly, like, I've got so much of it. Well, not so much of it, but like, it's nearly empty. But refusing to give in. Brave red. Still holding on to a thread. Might be a small thread, but it is a thread. and it shall hold on to it until it's the day that it can't hold on any longer. Okay, so oh right, one of Electrophoria's eels is black, haha, and then we've got a green one as well. I forgot about that. I forgot all about that. So we're gonna have green for one of the eels. Let's make it the eel that's poking up behind Electrophoria because I don't want it to blend in with the rest. There's not much to be done anymore, right? There's not much left to do. It's almost been 2 hours. Pretty sure the camera may break down soon and tell me that it's been too much. Okay, just got an update on your mushroom. I asked someone who's a mycologist. Ooh, you know someone who's an expert on mushrooms and stuff? It's a red hygrocyber SP. I don't know what that means. Is there a common name for it? Time for the Googling section. They're actually rare because they only grow in soil that's cold, wet, and hasn't had pH changes. That sums up the glen pretty well. I mean, I'm not sure about the pH changes, but it's cold and it's wet. A wax cap? Oh well, let's focus on this here. Don't think I need my phone actually anymore. But that's pretty cool. That you've got someone you can just ask. Because I don't. But that's pretty cool. And the environment has been perfectly described. The glen is very cold and very wet, indeed. Like, I'm not entirely sure where all the water is coming from in the glen, but even outside of the river, like higher up on the walls that are kind of going up, the moss is very wet. Sometimes there's water trickling down from who knows where. Actually kind of weird. But I like that about the Glen because it's got a certain feel to it. Kind of mystical and everything. Right, let's go. Ooh, I think I forgot one of those. So I'm gonna take out the blue again. But I don't think there's anything else that needs to be blue. Forgot to add Electrophoria's orange skin. Really? Silly me. Ah, it's 4:45. Okay. That's fine. I have no idea. I don't know anything much about how all the things in Berlin work. Just a theory. I don't know. Could be that. For all I know. My goodness, my entire face has gone purple. I'm purple. Could I make myself look blue with this? This might be a little late to think about that, but could I? Could I? Should I? Would I? I think I would. Once I'm... First I'm going to do the green stuff here. Smurple. No, I don't. Actually, I think I don't. I don't think I will change the color of the lighting now. I like the purple, and the Smurf idea is just going to be something I'm going to keep in mind for whenever. Did I just make that dark green? Yeah, I did. Oops. Nobody's going to know. Nobody will know. I was supposed to do this actually, and add some shading to her dress rather than colouring that bit there, but it's fine. Keep realizing things that I missed and didn't do. Hang on. Her sleeve is black. Brush, go away. I think I will just shade in Chanterelle's tail this time. Or not. Hang on, let's add purple scales. Doesn't she have purple skin? My goodness, my brain is all over the place. This is why I don't do detailed drawings that much, because I get lost in what's happening. And I lose sight of all the details, you know? Let's put that to the side. Right, orange skin. skin orange. Oops. I think now I can move on to a dark purple, which I will use to colour in Manatee and the dark parts of the harp, so that they are ready for the shiny treatment. Small herb is going a lot faster than big herb. Surprise, surprise. Okay. And we've also got the small detailing and shadows. Let's make the rock that the witch is sleeping upon purple as well. Okay. There's oh right. I want to do Colour of Manatee in Purple Dream as well. But that I think I'm going to just dilute with some water and then add the silver on top. It looks brown in the purple light. Oh, it has gone pink. Are we perhaps running out of charge? We are. We're running out of charge, so I'm going to have to turn it off. I'm sorry. I know. I liked it too, but unfortunately, it ran out of charge. It was just. That's just how it is, sadly. I know. It was fun while it lasted, you know. But I'll make sure to charge it up again for next time. And the rock up here is going to be black. Okay. Whew. I think I'm being very ambitious with this painting. Very overly ambitious. Well, maybe not overly ambitious, but like quite very ambitious. I know, it's been 2 hours, but we're getting somewhere that could be soon considered to be done. Oops. We will ignore that. We will graciously ignore that. Also, cat eyes. Cat needs eyes. Okay, there we go, there we go. I think we need to get the red out one last time. For this and her. And after this, I'm so washing that towel that I've been using for the brushes and everything. That is so going in the wash. Okay. Think what needs to be done now is silver details, a mask and stuff. Shake, 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 shake it, shake it, shake it. But it's good to know that when turned to 100%, the lamp can last at around 2 hours before it starts going wonky. No, I was meant to silver details for Electrophoria. That was also a thing. Can't forget that. And humanity. We get the silver highlights. Oh, okay. I gotta get the camera from upstairs. So excuse me for a second. As I go get that. Be back in a sec. Come on. I need to close it, don't I? Okay, that's it. Okay, Vicky is, as far as I know, listening to the audiobooks she got for her birthday. So I guess she's not going to come to visit us this stream, which is fine, you know. Let her have her fun with her birthday gifts. Lightning. I think for that manatee is best if we just do a little brushing of silver. Okay, now we need the silver again, just to draw the mask here. I think now we're ready to first paint in the background, because some of these things need to be behind, on top of it, sort of. So we're going to take the blue. We're going to start with a big brush for this. We just slowly make it come together. Like this blue color. Quite a bit. Oops. Okay, maybe I'll have to redraw those. Ooh, or maybe I won't because they're coming out just fine. Okay, interesting to know. And I think as the grand finale, we're going to add sparkles. Everyone up for that? Sparkles? I am so up for sparkles. What time is it? 11 minutes past 7. Not 7, 5. 11 past 5. Good to know. A lot of other manatees are just kind of purple with silver sparkles. Oh, hello, fly. Oh, okay. I was gonna see if I could take it on my hand. But I guess I was a bit too fast and startled it. Sad. I was gonna make it my pet. I was going to make it my pet. Okay. Oh, right. Behind the heart inside here. We need some blue ink as well. Mum's putting in the fries. I see. I'll hurry up then. Okay, fine. There's no rush technically, as we are almost done anyway. There's not much space to fill in. Going to not draw inside the tentacles because blue on blue is not a good idea. She wanted to play chess maybe tomorrow. I got a holiday tomorrow anyways. Ooh. I see. You can do that tomorrow, yes. I'm not going to stream tomorrow anyway because I need a break, as I've said before, multiple times I think, during today's stream. But I'm going to take a break tomorrow. For my own mental health, physical health, all the health, you know. But I have enjoyed this very thoroughly, and I hope you enjoyed this too. And this time we are going to write the story to the fullest. We're going to do it, write it together, and then see it through to the end. Hopefully. I always get stuck on the editing part. No, I'm not going to do Inktober. I had the prompts ready. No, you didn't. But you are very welcome to make another prompt list for next year's Inktober, because this was very enjoyable, even if the mermaid thing was unexpected and caused a few discussions along the way. I wouldn't call them issues, but like some discussions about what to do with this prompt. This prompt or that prompt, you know. There were some moments, but we got through them and it was very fun. And I really love the way that the Inktober prompt list looked, Avian, as well. I mean, I know you know that I like it, the way it looks and everything, but I just wanted to say it again because you did a marvelous job with it and it's so pretty. Really, really pretty. I could tell, yeah. I'm going to miss this whole thing, streaming every day, but sometimes you gotta be honest and admit that you are tired and need a break. Okay, we need gold now, and then we're going to do fun little sparkles everywhere. Ooh, actually, I think first, humanity's eye has gotten a little smudged. So let's just unsmudge, give it some definition. And also a smile and a nose. No, we can't give it a nose because of the silver there. But cute. Very cute. And I think for next year I'm going to try and get a bunch of metallic inks so we can have more colourful metallic sparkles. That's the entire reason I want to get more metallic inks for sparkles. Oh, come on, open up. There we go. There we go, okay. Gotta need the tiny brush. If I remember correctly. I hope there's some gold details there too. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta plan the Christmas gifts really well this year. Well, I'll also have a birthday, you know, where I can ask for even more inks. But I definitely want to have the first volume. I know it's a bit weird to first get the second volume and then the first one, but the second volume has Kukulain's entire life, like all the myths of his life kind of in it, or like some, or at least it begins with his birth and then ends with his death. And I really want to read that second volume sooner, because I was really curious about the origin story of Kukulain as well. After reading about some of his deeds in the Cataract of Kule, you know, just add some dots. golden scales. Because I think this cat deserves to be shiny. Shiny nose. Shiny fur in the ears. Shiny tips of the fur here. Let's not overdo the shiny. I forgot the yellow feathers in the cape again, but that's okay. I can just add the gold feathers. Okay. I believe it's time for sparkles. Now let's add. Let's shake this again. Oh no, it's not time for sparkles because I forgot the I forgot the music notes. So you gotta wait a little bit more. Until I've drawn those out. There's one here. Oops. There's one here. Delayed sparkles. Let's load this brush up. Not brush, the pen. Let's load the pen up and add. Get the brush, make it wet. And add the silver sparkles first. And that's silver. And now onto the gold. Shake it up again, just to make sure that the whole binder and the pigment and everything is well mixed. Hold up, I remember we gave him gold eyes. Load it up and sparkles. Now it looks like a gazillion stars are there. Thank you. I mean, if the lamp was still charged, I would show you the sparkle now, but it's not charged. But I'm so proud of this. Okay, Where do we sign? Where do we sign? I think there's a bit of space here. There. So we'll sign there. We will sign there, and then Inktober's done. An entire double page for the last day. Yay! We're done. Done and finished. Finite. Incantatum. I know that took a while, but we got there. So pretty, yes. If only there was more light for you guys to see. But yes. Let's bring you guys close. Oops, not that close. And focus. And you've been there, I think, for almost every day of it. I think every day of it, right? And our 3 characters celebrating happily with their pets and their new friends. You can see some of the sparkle though. See? So sparkly. Tiny sparkles, so many tiny sparkles. I've managed a completely clean streak for the first time. Well done. That was the last of my tea. And so, Friday we are going to start writing out the plot, the characters and everything, and planning out our story properly. That's the plan for Friday. I'm not streaming tomorrow, I need a break. But it's been so much fun! And we got such a nice last piece. Arguably one of the best last pieces of Inktober. I mean, the one from last year is here. This is also pretty cool. Like, we've got the pumpkin field, but it is very purple because I wasn't sure how I was going to make everything look dark. So yeah, I struggled a little bit with that. And I didn't have the dilutable black ink back then. Yeah, but I would say I'm making improvements, you know. But, well, I'll see you on Friday. Thank you for coming along on this long journey through the entire month. I'm very happy with the story we've plotted out with Chanterelle and Truman and Electrophoria, even if in the end we never followed up on the Waltz prompt. That's too far. We never followed up on this. The Mermaid Waltz. Never followed up on it. Maybe in the end we'll just say that was where she was meant to go, but in the end she was like, I found these 2 cool people, I just go with them. And then things happened. Anyway, I'll see you on Friday. I hope you had fun, even if in the end the purple light ran out of juice. I will stop now so that whenever dinner is ready, I can be ready. I'll see you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I've gotten so used to saying that. I will not see you tomorrow. I will see you Friday. Goodbye. My throat is starting to hurt. Goodbye.